Greetings, adventurers!
No.
Ready
Greetings,
for it
Dan.
this time.
I wasn't.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm still all
Welcome.
goblined up, Dan. I'm not ready.
well, it's nice that we've caught you in your natural habitat as a goblin. How are we all? How are we doing?
Yeah, doing all right.
Nice.
Good.
All right.
Good.
Good.
We-
2 episodes left, Dan.
Yeah, we are on the penultimate episode.
No, don't say it.
Dun,
Don't
dun,
say
dun. And it's been a jolly jaunt up until this point. So I've decided to just, crank it up a little bit.
No.
You're cranking down, just down a scotch.
I
As long as you
would
crank it, I don't care either way.
thank you. Yes, I would be considerate, but I've only got 2 episodes left, so I think I just need to crack on. So with that in mind, who would like to begin session 19?
Oh, go on then.
Yeah.
As a treat.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
As a treat to us and as a treat to them.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm looking out for you lot. Subscribe.
Who gives a fuck about them?
Meg, we're still recording.
Oh, listen to her. Listen to
Oh
me.
shit! Sorry.
The world has been broken and remade. Our civilizations are shattered, our people divided. Yet there are those who would rise up to bring a light to the all-encompassing darkness.
Hi, my name's Carl. I'm playing Sir Carmichael Comstock in Loravar Cavalier Fighter.
Hi, I'm Meg. I'm playing Dryadia, a keeper druid.
Hi, my name is Anton, and I play Frinka, a Wolfkin Scout Rogue.
Hi, I'm Lane. I'm playing Milia Ray Celeste, an Asavar Divine Soul Sorcerer.
My name's Tim, and I'm playing Galena, the Terran Sprite Alchemist Artificer.
And my name is Dan. I will be the Dungeon Master on this adventure. Whilst our world has been changed, we band together, hope bright in our hearts. We push forward to reclaim what was once ours, and we shall be known as the Explorers of Elsewhere. Since the eschaton, strange beasts never seen before by the mortals have been reported roaming the land. Most believe them to be warped and misshapen like the world itself by the torrent of unfettered magics during the war. During their expedition, our explorers have come face to face with some of these creatures, most notably the monstrosity now known by the peoples of New Prosper as the Chimera, who they believe was changed or infected by the mana crystals. There are those, however, who may suspect that there is a more deliberate hand at play. Atrach's assault on Ekabosdir saw twisted crystalline creatures burst from the ground, moving with a collective purpose as they swarmed the Wolfkin. The idea that these creatures were crafted may have surfaced in the minds of those who saw them for themselves. But if Atrach is creating these wild horrors, it stands to reason that they must be stabled somewhere. The question is, what twisted creation acts as the stable keeper?
Dear.
And
You're gonna go visit the monster den.
Yeah, we're just going to walk to the kennel now, aren't we? And get mauled to death by like crystal dogs.
we find you in the main hallway, the Hall of Portals, the Crystal Halls, having recently emerged from the northwestern blue vortex that took you to Atrach's secret sanctum. Having passed Davin, Nock, Bok, you know that of the portals that you've seen thus far, only one remains, and its sanguine light illuminates Dryadia's features in a ghoulish display as they wash past her. As you begin your approach, Davin calls out to you. Sorry, just to confirm, how are things going? How do you feel you're making any progress?
Well, you've seen us walk in and out of 3 portals so far, out of a 4-portal room. I would say that's progress.
Yes, but do we know how close are we to getting to, to Atrach?
Well,
3
I
quarters
assume
of the way, Devin.
Yes. I assume past portal 4 of a 4-portal room, again, might be progress.
What
I
my
imagine
esteemed
this would be
colleague, what my esteemed colleague is trying to say is, we've managed to find some components that we think are going to help us build a portal up to where Atrach is. We'll need 1 more piece, and we need 4 bits. There's 4 places, so fingers crossed. Just give us what we need to get to him.
Sorry, forgive me, Draven. It's been a long day. Lots of confusing emotions.
I know, magic is very complicated. It's okay, Comstock.
I know about magic. Never mind.
I know!
Davin kind of nods and, well, you're right. It has been a very long day, but we're thankful that the 5 of you are persevering.
Now, you 3 have been very brave, bursting valiantly into this empty hall. But we're probably going to need you up there with us when we go through. If we don't manage this, you're not going to be surviving this. No one is.
Davin looks to the 2 goblins who are sitting on the steps in the middle of the hall, and one of them, the one with the slingshot, currently has the slingshot's on the step next to him, and he's sort of got one eye closed, and he's rubbing some grime off the mining helmet that he's been using as a helmet. And the other one, the brother, elbows him, and they look up and wait, what? Oh, yeah, no, of course, yeah, of course.
Lads, we'll probably need you.
Davin, Davin kind of nods, and when the time comes, we will, and you stride out to face Atrach. We will be at your side. We will do what we can.
You're a brave man, Davin.
No, you're the brave ones.
Oh, well, yeah, obviously.
I think what my esteemed colleague is trying to say.
But yeah, Davin's eyes turn back to the red portal that kind of silhouettes Dryadia, and one more, and then the end is upon us. Good luck.
Thank you.
You know what? I'm getting quite fed up of getting black eyes. So I'm gonna go into this one a bit prepared. And I cast Bark Skin on myself.
Okay, yes. Amazing. So that'll take your armor class up to 16.
Yeah, for an hour.
Bam.
Nice.
Okay. Nice. Fab. So, as you all begin making your way to the final red portal, and you feel the now familiar lurching sensation as you fall through ether space, your feet land and bring you into almost pitch darkness. As you glance around in a instinctive panic, you see that there are some crystalline growths to your left that seem to be sprouting from more rough walls, crystal walls. They radiate a shifting range of hues, softly in the darkness. but as you hear a clatter and a clang as Comstock kind of emerges and bumps into a protrusion in front of him, you realise that the crystals seem to be the only thing currently giving you light.
Okay, hang on. And I will cast light on my padlock, Dan.
On your
So it's not the only thing giving us light.
Okay.
Mm.
So, as Milia's padlock, as Milia, as you say intone the words, and your padlock begins to glow with that kind of ethereal blue, nebulous kind of light, you find yourselves in what appears to be like a tunnel of sorts that seems much more natural in comparison to the rest of the tower, which was seemingly made of hewn stone, or in the case of the sanctum, parts of actual building. And the crystal growth that you see now that the hallway illuminates appear to be simply freely growing from this place. But you find yourself surrounded by 3 imposing looking statues. Although upon closer inspection you notice that there seems to be very little care and attention given to them. Cobwebs hang heavy off the one by Comstock. What do you do?
So, what are we doing?
Do I feel like my tremor sensor is going to work on this surface?
The stone underfoot, like the floor underfoot, feels like solid stone, so quite possibly yes.
Cool. Okay, I'll kick that up then.
Okay.
We're somewhere homely.
As you kneel down and you place your fingers to the ground and you concentrate, you can feel the vibrations rippling out from the floor around you. And as you kind of motion to them to stop for a moment and you concentrate, you can feel some sort of vibrating emanation coming. You kind of turn your head, and it seems like it's on the other side of the wall to where you've emerged. The vibrations feel they feel slow, but each vibration feels quite forceful, quite distinct.
Okay. Does it seem like a natural sort of footfall pattern, or is it more like consistent, like it's robotic or a magical construct or something?
It feels. Give me a history check.
Ooh.
Or a history or survival.
Okay. I think history is probably going to be much better. Let's have a look.
Actually, scratch that. I am going to push for survival.
Oh, Dan. All right. Is 11.
That's fine. You think back, like you picture in your mind what these kind of sharp vibrations that ripple out are, and whilst they're not exactly the same, the picture of whatever's creating it in your mind begins to take the form of those crystalline beasts in Echabosdir. With their sharp, spindly, pointed, claw-like legs.
Ooh. Got the clattering of pincers.
But it seems like, unlike Echabosdir, where they were in a frenzy and rushing, this one seems to almost be like pacing, just moving slowly backwards and forwards.
Careful, guys. Feels like we might be in a nest of those things from Echabosdir.
What
Oh,
things
that's
from
okay.
Bosnia?
Oh, sorry, Addy. It's there are these big kind of bug things, crystally bug things. Not much fun.
Crystally bug things.
With like blades for hands.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Just great. Just what we need.
So, as you, Dryady, as you say that, and you kind of peer over your shoulder, you notice that the tunnel seems to stretch in both directions. But what do you, as you're at one end, what do you do?
Actually, can I inspect the statues a bit more? What are they? What are they of?
Give me a history check.
Oh, history check.
Mhm.
History check. History
May I
check.
assist her? Give her advantage?
You may, if you
My
roll
little
a
gnome
history,
eyes.
and if you roll a 10 or more, then you may give advantage.
Wow.
Doesn't need it.
Hey.
You know what? I might just not bother. Nice, Mike.
Okay.
Nice one.
You, Drydia, as you look up and handily, very much aided by the name plaque at the base, the statue is of an Asavar knight called Vorothir. The legends of Vorothir, like the deeds of Vorothir, were great enough in the, like, before the eschaton, like before all of that happened, that even you have heard the name. It would be the equivalent of our, one of our kind of like Lancelot type figures. But real. So it's impressive to see like such a sizable statue, like a life-size statue of Vorothir, but then it strikes you that actually it's just discarded down here. The tales that you know off the back of a crit, you know that Vorothir perished during the war, fighting for the arcane dragons.
I wonder what he's doing down here. Are the other statues the same? Or are they
Yes.
with different people?
Like other knights of a similar stature to Vorothir.
Once great knights who betrayed their oaths.
But what are they doing down here? Of all places. Why has Atrach got them? Or got access to them?
I mean, assuming they work for the arcane dragons, Dan, that means they were on the opposing side, weren't they?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The
losing side.
Yeah. Several knightly orders did betray their oaths and joined with the other side in the war. Mayhaps they fought alongside Atrach. His campaign was far-reaching.
Maybe. Maybe we'll ask him when we see him.
Milia, as this conversation rolls out, you find yourself at the other end of the, towards the other end of the tunnel. What do you do?
I'm kind of mostly waiting for everyone to pick a direction, and then I will follow.
Okay. Frinka?
Frinka is tapping, her arms crossed, tapping her foot impatiently, waiting for
Like
people to
Sonic the
move.
Hedgehog. Okay. In which case, eyes fall to Comstock.
We know something lies this way, don't we? As he points down the corridor. We know some of those scurrying creatures lie down there. Safe to assume there may be the same lies the other way, so onward, I suppose.
After you, big lad.
Onward!
Okay.
Okay. So, as Comstock, shield raise, begins making his way down the corridor, the tunnel leads off and then bends to the left.
Milia, would you mind staying behind me to cast light on the way.
Okay.
Thank you.
And as Milia approaches in behind you, Comstock, you find yourself peering at what appears to be a much more engineered room. The flooring underfoot suddenly gives way to like a flagstone, a cracked flagstone. But more interestingly, you see what appear to be magenta-hued domes of light that half domes emerging from the floor. They cast out a light that allows you to see everything in this kind of tinged orange light. As Franka pulls out a hooded lantern, Comstock, you can see that the room ahead of you is kind of illuminated by the pink light coming from these domes, from this dome. You can see more rough-hewn crystal on the far side, but perhaps more worryingly, behind the dome, you see a crystalline, four-limbed creature that paces from side to side on large blade-like claws. It watches you with this kind of predatory, animalistic stare. It seems like it's waiting, like a hunting cat waiting to pounce, but it appears to be behind a field, almost like a wall of purplish glass. And as you step forward, you notice a second to your left. You see a number of other kind of glass walls around you. Another dome, another light dome, and it dawns on you that this seems to be a stables or a pens of something. The air is cold, but there's a thick treacliness to it.
These small ones are kind of cute, though.
Oh, cute until they start slashing at you.
No, they won't. They're nice, I'm sure.
You got attacked by some in Echo Bosnia.
Oh, it's true.
You got attacked by these things in Echo Bosnia.
Yeah, you missed out.
It was pretty messed up.
As Rade shouts this out, Frinka, you look through the glass wall that you're looking through to see two of the smaller swarmers just kind of like skittering backwards and forwards. They're a bit more frenetic. And Galena, sort of like as you realise the tremors that you are picking up are clearly coming from this beast that is near you, like to your left.
I think it doesn't really need saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. Don't touch anything.
Can I just investigate this mysterious purple orb and see if I can figure out what's going on with it?
Sure. As you please roll me an investigation.
Cool. Or Arcana. Actually, they're the same anyway. Investigation 24.
24. Inside this dome, you see that there is like a latticed matrix of mana crystals that seem to be kind of regulating and pulsing energy. And looking at the copper pipe that seems to be running from it to the pen, you wonder if in fact these are powering the walls. As you say that, and everyone begins creeping a bit further in, those more astute of you, so Frinka, you notice in some of the pens two more creatures, crystalline in nature, but you've not seen these types before. They look more arachnid-like. They're still kind of blue and pink crystals like the rest of them, but this one appears to be it almost has like a thorax, like an abdomen, spider's abdomen. Its head kind of beneath that, and it watches you, and you see like a diamond on its abdomen with spikes jutting forward that seem to quiver as it watches you look at it.
He's got like a whole menagerie down here.
As you say that, Dryadia,
Oh no.
all
Sounded
right.
like a dice roll.
All right, Dan. We were just having fun here. Now you got to do this.
Yeah, it's fine.
yes, they're beautiful, aren't they? A voice rings out in the darkness,
Hello?
I don't know if I'd call them beautiful.
and
Do we recognise the voice at all?
They're kind
Uh,
of gross.
you, Comstock and Dryadia. The voice rings through your mind, and Comstock especially sends a chill down your spine. You recognize the voice of that as Yakov, as the two glowing power orbs turn off. Perhaps you would like to see them up close.
No, it's okay, it's okay.
Everyone, roll me initiative.
Didn't have to do that.
Yakov.
20.
21.
A 0!
Oh,
Yes!
Hey,
1? Oh my god.
Oh, they rolled much better initiative. We're gonna
no,
die.
that's-
Do I have inspiration?
Probably.
Can I use inspiration? I don't want to.
You can if you like.
Yeah. I re-rolled that. I re-rolled it. Oh shit. Can I re-roll that then?
Yep. Roll a d20. We'll roll in chat and
It's
specifically.
6 plus how much? 4? 10? Got 10.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to
made all the
assume.
difference.
I'm
Did it
going
make
to
any
assume.
difference?
No.
Made no
Uh,
difference. Okay.
it made some difference. I'm going to assume that none of you have a passive perception of 27.
Yeah, I do. Not.
If I lied and said yes, would you just tell me what you were going to tell me?
Quite possibly.
Then yes.
is mine is 11. Is that nearly 27?
Yeah, I've got 14. That's close, right?
10's fine, right?
As the lights turn off and the room, like the pinkish purple hues die away, so your vision supported only by Frinka's hooded lantern and Milia's padlock, 2 shots ring out from the darkness. The first aimed at Frinka
Yay.
with advantage because he's hidden. 24
Okay.
to hit.
Can I dodge, please? Uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodge. Do you have to be able to see the target, the attack
Question.
for that to
Nope.
happen?
What it says? When an attacker that you can see,
Yeah.
then that does not work. There you go.
Alas.
Okay. In which case, Frinka, as the shot hits, please make me a DC 13 Constitution save.
Con save. Okay. Normal, yes. Normal, 11.
Okay. In which case, you feel a shot from a firearm blows past you for 12 force damage. And as you kind of reel for a moment, you then feel an intense heat begin to burn from the wound as you take a further 9 poison damage. The second shot fires out at the other light source. Milia, 4. Please make me a DC 13 con save.
That should be fine. 23.
23.
Hey.
In which case, you only take 5 force damage as you are. Sorry, you take 5 force damage as you are winged by a shot, and you feel the poison begin to spread from the wound, but you manage to sort of like magically stop it and sort of like resist its effects, so you take half of 10, so 5 poison damage.
Cool.
And as these 2 shots fire out, you hear a laughing. Galena, give me a perception check with advantage.
Ooh. Okie doke. 14.
14. Let's go stuff. Normal.
Ah.
So, as the 2 shots ring out and you feel like the vibrations of sort of like Frinka and Milia rocking back a few steps, it's difficult to pinpoint, like as all the creatures around you start to like move in a bit more frenetically. It's difficult to get a pinpoint as you hear a laughter coming from the darkness somewhere. But at the top of round, Comstock and Frinka, you notice one of the swarmers move through the glass like it was water. And one of them jumps at Frinka, stabbing wildly at her.
Can I use my reaction, please? Sorry.
You may.
To move away.
Okay. In which case, as it goes to stab at you, you use your scout dodge.
Yeah, skirmisher. Let's see what it is.
Whereabouts do you want to go?
I can move half my speed. All right. So 30 feet. I'm going to move behind Addy, I think.
Behind, yeah, okay. So you duck and roll over the workbench as this creature.
Put me behind Comstock, sorry.
Behind Comstock. Okay, cool.
Smart play.
There we go.
And the creature like smashes its bladed claws into the ground where you were once stood, and then it looks up and then kind of steps in to the position where you were. The next swarmer screeches and runs towards Galena. This one has pack tactics. Galena's you're surprised by the one that's just rolled in behind you. 23 to hit.
That's going to be a hit.
6 damage as this one jumps on you and stabs you in the heart.
By the sprite!
Galena, what do you do?
Okay, off the back of my 24 investigation,
Yes.
what do I reckon my chances are of being able to get those barriers back online pretty quickly?
It's worth a go. I mean, you'd have to.
Cool.
You need it to Arcana it to see if you can figure out what's what. But yeah, you reckon you could. Well, I mean, you're part mana crystal now, so you reckon you could give it a go.
Great. Do I reckon the control panel, or do I reckon I'm better off just messing with the orb and hoping for the best?
So you do notice this control panel on the other side of Dryadia, kind of tucked away in an alcove. You see that there are a number of sort of like mana, like power spheres, if you will, in its immediate vicinity. So you suspect that's as good a place as any.
Alright, I'll sprint over there then.
Okay.
I guess I'll need to like try and vault over this bit of machinery on the way.
Yep.
Potentially. Oh, actually no, I can move through enemy creatures because I am small and tiny.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, I will happily get pretty messed up on the way. That's fine.
Okay. So the 2 swarmers both lash out at you as they scramble over you. First one misses 7 on advantage.
Wow.
And the second one hits on a 19.
Ouch.
And it swings at you for another 5.
Ah, bastard.
As it
Where's an army of ghosts when you need one? Okay, right. What am I looking at? What do we need for me to make this stop? I want to try and prioritize the big boys' cages if I can.
Sure. So you give me an Arcana or investigation.
Okie dokie. Let's Arcana it.
Ooh.
Oh heck!
You
heck.
Inspiration.
You
Do I
skid
have-
and you rock and you look at it.
Do I have inspo? Can I use my inspo, please?
Yeah, I believe you have an inspo.
I do.
You do have an
Okay.
inspo. Yes,
I'm feeling inspired.
you are. This
So
is your jam.
inspired. 15.
Better.
15. Okay. You so you take a look at it and it's just like you're dazed and confused, but as you sort of like shake your head and focus, you look around and like you can see that there's sigils and there's glyphs and there's runes, and you're looking at it and there's just like in the first moment it's absolute nonsense to you, but then you stop and as you focus it starts to like you're not entirely sure what some of the symbols mean, but actually the way they're kind of laid out starts to kind of make sense, and it dawns on you that if you you may be able to shut down, like re-close effectively some of the cage doors.
Yeah,
Right.
let's go for
And
it.
if you interact with it well enough, you can do it in a targeted manner. And you'll be able to do that from your next turn as part of your action.
Okay, sweet, thanks.
Okay.
They're all going to be out by then, unless... Oh, in that case, I'll say, try and force them into the cages if you can!
Okay. Milia.
I heard a shot go out, and logically,
Mm-hmm.
it has to have come from a place where both me and Galena could be seen.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not. But Millie is not thinking logically, so I'm gonna run back here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast guidance on Galena. You've got this. You've got this.
Okay, very, very good. So Galena is
the hell?
empowered with a guidance. Very, very good. Your mind just feels a bit more clear as to what is what, as Milia infuses you with some divine magic. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. As you do that, Frinker and Comstock, you notice that one of the new spider-like creatures kind of comes skittering out. It looks at you all for a moment, and then it looks to Comstock as the largest, shiniest, most well-lit of you all, and it raises its abdomen up, and that crystal, that kind of diamond protrusion on its abdomen quivers, and a shard of crystal fires out at you.
Nasty.
For 16 to hit.
That is a miss.
Nice.
And you're able to bring your shield up, and the crystal shatters against the metalwork. And it kind of skitters sideways to sort of like try and aim up its next shot. The next one, from where it stands, doesn't need to move, so it fires another crystal at Dryadia for 12.
Oh, no. Bark skin.
And the shard, the pink shard, flies across the room and just shatters against your now hardened skin. And the creature like chitters to itself as it kind of looks backwards and forwards. You hear a large kind of boom as one of the larger burrower type creatures, the one that you first felt, Galena, kind of bangs against its cage. It appears to still be contained. Another swarmer leaps out of its pen towards Dryadia and Galena, but it's as it kind of breaks into a full sprint, and it will dash to get in. You hear a laughter coming from... You hear a laughter coming from a tunnel. If everyone could roll me a active perception check, please.
Nat 20, baby!
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Oh!
Hey, gosh,
Two
all
crits.
the crits.
Okay.
Oh, it's-
So you know what? On a crit, especially a double crit, as this is all happening, Comstock, you notice a sliver of movement in the corner of your eye, and whilst you don't manage to stop it before it happens, like call out before it happens, you see a Lorivar in a brown coat with a hunter's hat emerge from the shadows at the far end of the tunnel, takes aim and fires a shot at Dryadia. 15 to hit.
No.
Okay.
Hey.
And the
Nope.
shot
Oh, shit.
also bursts across
Aw.
your bark skin. And the moustached Lorivar at the end of the hall just kind of maniacally laughs, his eyes wild. And as he looks at you all, "They're beautiful, aren't they?" he says as he begins running off up one of the tunnels. Frinka.
Okay, my turn. Finker will steady aim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get advantage, and then is just going to short bow this little guy here. All right, one in front of Comstock essentially.
Mhm.
Attack, advantage. Ooh, 14 to hit.
That is a miss. The arrow blades bounces off its carapace.
That's rough. Yeah, 6 and 7. That is my turn.
Okay. One final swarmer runs out and can vaults over the disabled power node and stabs at Comstock. 22 to hit.
There's a hit. Yes.
For 6 damage as it leaps across you and like gets just in sort of like behind your shoulder pad.
Okay.
Comstock, what do you do?
First things first. Where did he shoot from? Which corridor was it?
So Yakov
Over here.
at the far end of the corridor, yes.
Okay, I couldn't see the corridor because of the darkness, but that's fine. Comstock, as he gets ready to fight the swarmer, thinks for a moment, calls out, "Victor, I have some nice mushrooms."
Okay.
And then he starts wailing on the creature in front of him.
Victor loves his mushrooms for breakfast
21.
That is a hit.
and dinner and
12 damage.
supper.
12 damage. Okay, so as the swarmer kind of jumps on you and scrabbles over your shoulder pad, like nicks you from the behind, as you push it off and smash it with the sword, it 12 damage. You cleave it in two.
Excellent. That's helpful.
Good job.
And then I'm going to move to here.
No, come stay.
Move closer! As he then swings for the one there for 16.
Sure.
16 hit?
16 is a hit.
For 12 damage.
And as you step in between Milia and Drade, you skewer the second, and it screeches and slumps to the ground.
Whatever happens, I want him alive. Galena, have you got this?
Ending.
I believe in you.
There is anything else, Comstock?
That was my 2 actions, and oh dear, what can I do as a bonus? What can I
You've
do
got more
as a bonus
movement if you want it.
action? No, I'm going to sort of stay with everyone surrounding me, because then if anything gets here or here, I can still use my shield.
Sure.
Yeah, basically. So, no, I think I'll stand firm.
Okay. In which case, yeah, you hear another slam as one of the large burrowers kind of smashes against its glass door. It doesn't seem to have been opened yet.
That's
And
something.
last but not least, Dryadia.
Okay, I am going to cast Sleet Storm in
Yeah.
a 40-foot cube. Oh no, it's a circle-y. It's a circle-y. Can I, essentially cast it as far forward in front of me so it just catches the things? Can I essentially shunt it into the wall a bit? Or does it not quite work like that?
So, I think if you cast it like... I mean, fundamentally, yeah, you could do something like that.
Yeah,
just catch-
that's what I want to do. That's exactly what I want to do.
Sure.
Boom.
Okay. So, as you do that, so the creatures inside, as what does this look like? It's the first time you've cast Sleep Storm.
It is. So I am going to say that again. Those sort of pearlescent markings that I have up my skin, they glow and almost seems to move up my body into my staff, and out of that, just this like freezing storm sort of shoots out and encompasses that area around the creatures, sort of slickening and freezing the floor in front of them. And so they've all got to make a save of, hang on, I've forgotten, dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, they fall prone.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to then sort of clasp my hand onto my staff and cast Shillelagh.
Okay, very, very good. In which case, as you like flash freeze with this sleet storm, like the back half of this pen, one of the swarmer that's kind of on the ground slips and slides as its pointed kind of blade claws slip out from underneath it, as does the needle, like the crystalline needler at the far side. It just kind of gets buffeted by the storm, hits the wall behind it, and then kind of bambies onto the ground. The one that's on the workbench in front of you is kind of manages to hook its claws into like its legs into enough to keep it upright, and it sort of like, as it looks up, covered in sort of like ice shards, it looks to you and hisses, its needle-like teeth glimmering in the pink light. And as you like the vines grow up your spear as you cast Shillelagh. This one here starts. Let's make a successful. Creature ends or starts its turn there. Okay, so the creature that just slipped, the swarmer that just slip and slid, manages to like skid around enough that it picks itself up. So it's difficult terrain, so it's half movement, so it's got 15. Okay, so we use 10 foot of movement to get out of the sleet storm, and then it looks to you, Dryadia, and like stabs out at you. 19 to hit.
Oh, that one does hit.
Okay.
And it's just outside of my ability to intercept it.
You take 5 damage.
But
And can I have? Is it a con? It is a concentration. So can I have a concentration check?
Yes.
Please?
18.
Hey, save.
So as you kind of rock back, as this thing kind of scratches at you, you manage to keep the ice, like the floor, frozen in front of you. The other crystalline swarmer leaps out to flank you as it leaps off, but actually before it does, it's going to... Okay, yes. It manages to get enough purchase. Its back end wiggles, much like a pouncing cat's, and it launches towards Dryadia with its claws out. It goes to swing, but presumably the launch kind of skids it off angle, and it kind of doesn't. It just flails and lands next to you and kind of hisses as it looks up to Dryadia and Comstock. Galena.
Sweet. Okay, so I'm probably just like chattering away to try and keep focus to Milia, who I doubt is even paying attention. Just like,
No.
fascinating. Oh, these lattices work on the same principle as rune work. So it's kind of securing the magic in place. We just need to make sure the crystals are rediverted. So I want to try and divert power from the lil creatures things, and then to put it all into locking down these big lads.
Okay. Roll me an Arcana check.
I shall. What's
With
guidance?
a-
1d4.
With a d4, yeah.
Oh boy.
19?
Okay.
Not bad.
So as you say this to Milia, and
Pull
like
those
Milia,
levers, twist those dials.
yeah, Milia, you
I'm
watch
definitely
as,
going like Hollywood hackers at the moment. Like,
like Galena's just a flurry of fingers and digits. And she's like, yeah, like pulling levers, turning turning wheels, hitting buttons, and you notice that as her crystalline hand moves across the console, various parts of the console seem to light up a bit more as her hand passes over it. But fundamentally, you're not sure what you're looking at. But as Galena slams down what looks like effectively a big red button, you notice that some of the runes vanish and then appear cloistered together. And Galena, as you turn to look over your shoulder, you see the large burrower at the far side go to slam through, and it's putting its blade through the glass as it becomes more kind of liquid-like, and as you watch, you see kind of the runes around the wall of this kind of glass wall begin to illuminate, and there's a shattering sound as the wall solidifies and dissects the burrower's claw as it screeches,
nice,
recoils as it slams back into its pen. You hear another roar from presumably the second one as it slams against its wall, but you feel that you have contained them.
Right, let's get that mustache.
So we will remove these two from the initiative.
Hey.
And by that I mean bring him alive, not get the mustache and put it on your own face.
Anything else?
Don't tell me what I mean. I don't think I have any particularly useful bonuses, so I will. Yeah, that's fine for me.
Okay, Milia.
I'm gonna firebolt the one on over here.
Just as a note, I've just double-checked that area is heavily obscured as well in the storm.
Oh, is it?
Double disadvantage. That's fine.
Heavily can't see into it at all, right?
We shouldn't be able to see out either.
I can't see out. Yes, very, very true. Okay, so in actual fact, it's just a big blizzard picking on. So you can't see that one. So did you want to?
Yeah, if I can't see that one, then I'll just get this one
redirect.
that's close. The one here.
Yes. Okay. Roll to hit.
Oh.
That one.
Oh no.
Okay, as it's sort of thrashing and flailing, you've got your flare in your hand, but between sort of Comstock and Galena and Dryadia kind of all moving around, you just and you're not sure when to release it.
Yeah, just put it out.
Okay.
That's it.
The Needler, currently buffeted by a blizzard storm, first off needs to make a DC 15 Dex save.
It just dies. Yeah, it's fine.
So it kind of thrashes and moves about. You know what? For the interests of comedy, because it doesn't know what way is up. 1, 2. It's just going one. Just gonna slip and slide off in a random direction. The other
Can't be easy
Needler.
to walk on ice with those little claw legs.
So
on his back, just.
The other Needler can't quite see what's happening, so it begins. 1, 2, 3. It tries to move through the storm to see what's happening, immediately needing to take. And as it approaches the storm, it gets picked up and boom.
This is exactly going to my plan.
So this swarmer, that one is dead, so I can remove that combatant. You hear a laughing that echoes through the hall, and the sounds of running of footsteps echoing out as Yakov disappears deeper into the tunnels. Frinka, what do you do?
Steady aim. Shoot the thing.
Yeah.
Go for it. Attack. Advantage. 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Damage.
Big
Plus
bada boom.
3d6. Normal. Let's go. 22 damage.
So which one? Sorry, the one
Next to Addy.
they're both
The one in front of Addy.
This one here. Okay. Cool.
One
Cool.
closest to me.
So 22, as the creature sort of like skitters around, it kind of picked itself up, and then it goes to leap at Addy again. You effectively pin it to the ground. 22 damage. Absolutely obliterates it.
Sick.
I did a thing.
We're very proud of you.
Thanks, Frinker.
Comstock.
You're doing great.
Victor, remember that you see them everywhere. They're in the trees.
The fish people.
You told me that once. Remember it. I don't even need to move to smack this one.
Give me 2 seconds. Let me do this privately.
Oh.
Huh?
It's gonna be just Victor whispering in your ear.
Okay. Continue.
Doing.
Way!
I mean, it's
Daddy.
overkill on this swarmer, but
Daddy Comstock is back.
Yes.
he never left Anton.
That's true.
He's always been
18 damage.
here. Yeah, seems like overkill, but why not? Whatcha?
Okay, so as
What kind
you,
What kind of slice? What kind of hit is it?
yeah,
imagine it's
describe
like-
us.
You know, he spins the sword for a second and pins it to the floor. And
Okay.
Then
Well,
outwards, flips
off
it
the
again,
back of
catches it.
off the back of a crit, not only do you like skewer down and pin it to the ground, it looks up and like screeches at you, and the blade pierces it through the gullet, and you through the creature like a shish kebab. And the fencer's blade kind of carves into the stonework slightly. And as you kind of lift the sword up, the swarmer like slides off the blade. The blood kind of pushed, the crystalline blood kind of pushed away by the runes along the fulcrum. Yeah, he's dead.
Just a little bit.
I have a feeling I know where he's coming from. So, are you okay for the moment if those two shooty things come out?
Yeah, we got him. Go.
Oh,
And he hunkers down with his shield.
Okay. And so as you enter into the tunnel behind Frinker, Dryadia. So I will say that you can just about see the needler that has just fallen over, the one that came across from the right hand side. Like it's slipped and slid, it's kind of part in, part out.
I can imagine you just see its little like things out the cloud, just like tick, 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 tick.
Yeah, it's just every time we
okay. If I can just about see that one.
it's gonna have like cover fundamentally. Like, it'd be disadvantaged to attack it. We'll call it like
Okay.
it's good.
Okay.
Although it is prone, so if you donk it,
Give it
you'll
that.
have advantage. It'll cancel out.
Yeah, alright, I'm gonna run up to it and see if I can do
Sure.
a little donk. Right, attack.
So make an attack, and it'll be a straight roll because the advantage and disadvantage cancel out.
23.
23 is a hit.
Potent.
And presumably you're doing a versatile attack with 2 hands.
Yes.
Yes.
So, yes, I am. Yes. 12.
12. Okay, so as you approach the needler, and as it looks up to you, and like these crystalline mandibles like quiver at you as it roars, and you see like the diamond protrusion on its abdomen begin to quiver as the spikes kind of aim towards you. You manage to like skewer it through the side with a twist. There's a crack of glass, and the thing perishes.
Right.
Excellent.
And then I'm gonna call back to the others. Right. I'm gonna drop the spell so we can get the last bastard. You ready?
Well, we might as well see it off.
Do it!
Okay. And I'm gonna drop concentration on Sleet Storm.
It's not for
Okay.
me.
Okay. In which case, as the storm, as the ice kind of fades and melts away, and the needler at the far side just kind of like it's somewhat dazed, begins to slowly pick itself up, like kind of unsure, like a baby fawn on a icy pond. At the end of your turn, let's grab a quick break.
Sounds good.
Ooh.
Intense.
Cool. See you in a bit.
Imagine
Just
it.
Yeah.
In a bizzle.
Hey, explorers. Do you like betrayal, psychotic characters, murdering other players, deceit, and mustache baddies? We have that just here. Subscribe to the Explosive Elsewhere for more content like this.
Galena, what do you do?
Ah! Okay. I run towards the spider.
Towards the light.
Here I go.
Okay, so this creature, there's a needler on its side. It's currently prone. If that, just to bear that in mind. But as you run up to this kind of pillar,
You don't need to
holding the
aim when
roof
you. So I'm gonna spray and pray.
and you got a poofy gas.
Right. Con save, please.
Okay, one con save coming up. Yes, a 4.
Oh no, that's not enough. Right, have some of this.
14.
Yeah,
14,
Bit of blood
eh?
spray.
And as you like with your little perfume puff, as the what color is it? Green.
Oh yeah, classic poison green.
Sure. Dryad, you
Does it come
watch
out
as
as
this.
like a skull?
Yeah, yes. You watch as this kind of green, thick fog falls over the needler. The creature screeches, and the crystalline, like chitin, effectively begins to like bubble and burst as the thing slurps down into liquid mana before kind of evaporating and getting sucked. The mana mote sucks back into the crystalline wall behind it.
As my bonus action, I'd like to whip out my notebook and quickly jot down how it died for later.
Sure. Any other movement?
Yeah, I might just finish that up there, see if I can see anything. Or is it just
Okay.
pitch black around there?
As you look up the corridor, you can see what you can see. So you can see there's a small cluster of there's some crystals up there that are kind of illuminating the darkness very dimly.
I'm gonna get
Otherwise-
shot in the face, aren't I?
Try not to!
Milia,
Thanks!
Well, everything seems to be dealt with, so I'm gonna try and come round and just come here.
okay. So stepping in behind Comstock and Milia.
Guidance on Comstock while I do.
Thank you. Oh, so I have guidance and resistance. Oh, I will be a living god!
Replete with D4s.
So the needler is kaput. So,
I believe Yakko has the same trait that Victor has, which is in dim light, you don't see it.
does he now?
Maybe.
Anton!
Don't
that how-
say
Is that how we ran it?
I just saw him.
I believe that's how we ran Victor, right? Or did we? You could see him, but you'd have disadvantage, something like that.
Frinka.
Come in, get out the way. You don't even have a light. That's 15.
Yeah, as you begin making your way up this tunnel, again with crystalline, like softly glowing crystalline protrusions.
Okay, that's 30. I'm gonna bonus action dash. Yeah, let's do that. Another raptor. And
So you find yourself at what appears to be a crossroads, like a T-junction.
okay, and I'm gonna take. Do I want to go forward anymore? No, I'm gonna hold my action. If I see Yakov/Victor, I shoot him.
Okay, so as you head, as you take the right exit at the T-junction, you notice that ahead of you is another pen with two of the smaller swarming type creatures, and they're sort of like they've got their claws and they're slamming against the glass wall that keeps them contained. Comstock.
I don't see him yet.
That's the thing, Dan. Just as like, if we see something on the map, we can have said we've seen it, right?
It depends from your perception.
16.
You saw nothing.
Fine.
You may have seen a
glimmer of something.
a flicker of movement.
Yeah.
You are aware that something is moving through the tunnels and stalking you. The sounds of a soft manic laughter reverberate through the halls.
I am going to... With holding your action, can you hold your entire turn? Or do you only get like your main action?
Just the action. Yeah, so you can fundamentally you say when I trigger, I will do a thing.
So I couldn't then do it and then use action surge on say like a trigger, because that's a main phase thing. Fine. 15, 20, 25.
Kami, this way. Where are you going?
Comstock sort of just like he's looking down the corridor and then he just sort of like turns and walks off this way.
Okay. So as you head back into the main area where the power sources were, you run between the larger pens holding the now contained burrowers.
I'll dash this way.
Okay. So as you make your way up the far tunnels, your path illuminated by the crystals, and from where you're stood, you can see kind of more like the tunnel stretches out in front of you.
Comstock, as he was running up the corridor, he's going to be like, Victor, remember your wife? Told me about her. Told me that this man Yakov killed her. Fight Yakov, the man who killed your wife. That was it.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to know.
Also, Yakov is a bit of a dick, by the way.
Okay. You shout, like you all hear Comstock's voice boom through the halls. The crystalline nature of the walls makes it echo, so Comstock's voice kind of like ripples in and out and sort of like delays over itself. But yeah, you all hear Comstock calling out to Victor. Dryadia.
Okay, so my eyesight is not good enough to see this Yakov, so I'm going to wild shape into a wolf, because maybe I'll be able to hear and smell him instead.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hunter, we like it.
Yes.
Is that a wolf? That is a wolf. So
A wolfy wolf.
Wild shape you.
I feel like the DC is probably pretty low to find Victor by smell as well.
He still smells of like Krakow.
And then I'm literally going to... Is that a wolf? That looks like a bear thing.
That's a wolf.
So
That is a Wizard of the Coast certified wolf.
Where was he last spotted? Where's everyone sort of going?
Well,
to
you
get
can.
him?
So Galena's looking up this tunnel to your left. Frinka and Milia are beginning to head up the tunnel behind you, and you just heard Comstock kind of rattling off into the distance, sort of like quite a way away. So everyone seems to be spreading out.
Make a smell check.
I'm gonna stick with Galena then.
Mm-hmm.
And sort of start heading down this way.
Okay.
Sort of.
So you
I'm just gonna just about get into the darkness, but I don't want to head too far away from Galena.
Sure. Okay. So you step into the darkness, and sort of like up ahead, you can see some crystals.
Yeah.
But the path to those crystals is unclear.
Can I try and do a perception check? But specifically, I'm looking for smells and
Sniff test.
a little sniff test. Yes.
Yes. Give me a perception check, and you get advantage.
Yeah.
Because you're doing
Old
the
Spice and Krug vomit.
Whoa!
Let's go.
Oh.
You.
This wolf's
have-
got nose.
The nose knows. You have Victor's scent, Yakov's scent.
I'm gonna let out a yowl, a howl, a wolfy howl.
Okay, I don't know if.
Oh my god! There's another creature here!
So yes, you know that you can smell him going up the tunnel ahead of you.
Up the tunnel.
Start the tunnel. Anything else, Drydia?
I moved 5, 10, 15 feet. I'm going to use the rest of my 15 to try close to Yakov as I can. Do
Okay.
you want to
I will
move me?
guide
Would
you.
that be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you move 15, 1, 2. Okay, so you can get up to there, into the darkness as you kind of close your eyes and you and follow the scent. Anything else?
No.
Galena, what do you do?
Right. Seeing that Addie looks like she has the scent, I am going to. I will move up to just behind.
Mm-hmm.
Just out of curiosity, by the way, what do I know about Lorivar's ability to see in the pitch black?
Well, Lorivar nothing can see in the dark,
Okay.
but Victor seems to be quite proficient at moving around and
He did.
hunting at night.
Hmm.
And it dawns on you that perhaps Yakov is as well.
Bloody Victor. Alright, and as I run up, I'll just be under my cloak if possible, so it's not shedding too much light. I want to just dip one of my crossbow bolts in a little bit of phosphorescent goo and use my magical tinkering to make a glowy crossbow bolt.
Is that 10,
Nice.
5 foot, 10 foot?
It's 5 foot, 5 foot.
5
So,
foot, 5.
yeah, 5'10" or whatever it is. 10 foot total. But like I say, I'm keeping it hidden in the quiver at the moment. So
We'll
trying not to shed any
do
light
the
if I can.
We'll do the full thing just so you can see the spot.
Cool. Cheers.
There you go.
Lovely. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Cheers.
Okay.
Oh,
Milia.
actually, having run up there, sorry. I'll say, Addy, I can feel something dead ahead.
A growl in
nothing.
response.
Okay. Milia,
Yeah.
you are at the what we could call the middle tunnel, following after Frinka, who, as you approach forward, you notice stands at the intersection of a three-way, like a T-junction.
I am just gonna keep going.
Okay.
Wait.
Are you dashing to keep up?
No.
Okay.
I'm not.
Brilliant. In anything else in your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay. In which case, Frinka, roll me
okay.
a perception check, please.
I'm not as fit as you guys.
Normal, let's go.
Oh.
As you look over your shoulder
no.
to Milia saying,
Not Lorivar today, are you?
you hear the footstep and the click as Yakov steps out from his hiding spot and fires at you. He will roll with advantage because he attacked from hidden. And you'll get your triggered attack after him.
Yes, if I survive.
21 to hit.
Yes, ouch.
Please roll me a con save.
Con save. Here we go. Save through. Let's go. Normal. 14.
Okay, so you pass the con save, so you take. That's a spicy hit. So 12 force damage and 7 poison damage.
Question.
Yes.
Nah, he was hidden, so I don't see him, right?
He stepped out from hidden.
So that's what the perception check was, because you
Okay,
were
I
looking
failed
out
it.
and he was hidden. Yeah.
And I failed it. How much damage is that?
So 12 force and 7 poison. So 19
Yes.
in total.
Yes, more than I have. Boop.
Oh! So, Milia, you watch as like Frinka looks over her shoulder and gives you a smile, and Milia, as you look up, you see a silhouette emerge at the end of the corridor and the glint of a rifle as there's a and Frinka's eyes widen and she collapses forward.
Damn me for creating an OP character.
And you see illuminated by the pink light, you see Victor, Yakov, whoever it is. Thought you could replace me, did you? And he disappears off and carries on.
Oh, look at me. I get a death save.
Almost immediately.
Yes.
Frinka, roll me your first death save.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Ooh, that's bad.
That's a 3. Okay. I thought it was a natural 1. You've failed your first death save. Comstock, you've heard a gunshot ring through the hallways. You've heard Milia shout out. You've heard the the rasping laughter of Yakov. What do you do?
Could I pull out and ignite a torch, which is an action, I believe?
Correct. 2040. Boom, boom, boom.
You don't have a lantern, do you?
I don't, I just have torches.
Lantern's OP.
That's OP.
Okay, you have a lantern. What are you stowing? Your shield or your sword?
Sword.
Okay. So, as you move up through the tunnels, you see a large crystal growth kind of in the middle of this clearing. As you move into what effectively looks like a storage room of sorts.
Sure, 30. I'm gonna keep around this way. I've heard the gunshot, and I'm just gonna keep around this way.
In which case, your torch flame allows you to see a needler hidden in one of the pens further up. So hidden, contained in one of the pens.
Victor! You promised me I'd help you fight this man. Now, come, help me. We know the truth.
Milia, as you watch kind of Frinka hit the ground, and you hear Yakov's laughter as he kind of slides back into the shadows, you hear Comstock's voice kind of cut through it all, and there's a terse few moments of kind of silence as the echoes just kind of roll away. And Comstock, everyone, you hear, Comstock? Is that you?
Come find me, my friend.
Okay. Anything else, Comstock?
That's all the actions I can take.
Dryadia.
Okay.
So you know, if you want to, you've got the scent. So if you want to carry on moving, I can lead you through the darkness.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna carry on moving, and if I can't get there in my movement, I will dash to get as far as I can.
So 15, 20, 30.
Got 40 foot, so
40 gets you to there. Okay. Where you are, you smell like the scent is getting stronger and stronger quite rapidly. And when you stop here, you can hear like a humming, like a mechanical kind of humming immediately to your left. And you can hear like the skitters and like the quivering screeches of one of those crystalline creatures. And almost immediately in front of you, you hear, Comstock, is that you? And it's Victor's voice.
oh, that sort of, I've sort of been raring up to attack, and that kind of takes me off guard. And I don't really know what to do, so I hesitate, and I sort of look around. And that's it. I don't think I want to take another action because I'm not sure what to do.
Okay. Galena. You've got your like little pocket light to kind of light your way, so you're able to move up through the tunnel.
Whoop.
And you can just about see Dryadia the wolf on the edge of your light. But yes, you also hear like Victor's voice ring out through the halls.
Okay. So, do I reckon? Well, do I have any idea from my tremor sense which of the things I'm sensing is likely to be him?
You notice that the one further away seems to have stopped moving when Victor's voice rang out.
Okay. He's not moving. I know roughly where he is. I'm gonna load up that bolt and take a shot at him.
Okay. Roll with disadvantage.
It's gonna be fine because I'm so good at shooting crossbows anyway. Yeah, 12.
Okay. So a bolt fires out into the darkness, and you hear it ping off one of the walls.
Oh, where does it end up?
And-
Because hopefully it's illuminating something.
Oh, is it the lit one?
Yes.
I see. It then illuminates. I can too.
You can do.
This.
You can do.
And so it pings off and lands just at the feet of Victor, and he's like, "Oh!" Like he's got his hands over his head, like shielding himself because he's just heard something like a crossbow bolt being shot. And he turns to look at you and, Galina, what's happening? Where are we?
Put the gun down, Vector!
And he looks at you confused.
Can I see Frinker from here? I don't know if there's anything between us or not.
There is. You cannot.
Damn. Okie doke, that's fine. Alright, yeah, that'll do for my turn then.
Okay. Milia, Trinker is on the ground in front of you.
Move up here. Second level cure wounds. Easy.
Bishop Bosch?
Oh, Milia, is that you?
Yes, you're gonna be fine.
Oh,
17
you're so
health.
Beautiful.
No, not.
Very good.
I'm not.
You're so pretty.
I'm not.
You are.
We need to keep going.
Go where? I'll follow you.
Okay. So, Frinker, you feel this kind of warmth as the magic flows through you, completely neutralizing whatever poison you were shot with. Anything else, Milia?
No, that's it.
Okay. Galina! What? And Victor looks around for a moment. What is this place?
We'll explain in a minute, just drop it!
Yeah. And Victor drops the gun and backs away from it a few steps. I don't know. Oh, what are they? He says as he turns and sees these creatures kind of slamming against the glass wall. Where are the others?
Are we in combat still? I'll just need to...
We are.
Okay. Alright, I probably
Where
said
are
about...
the others, Galina?
They're here, hold on, we're coming.
Frinker, as the world kind of becomes sensical again and sort of like stops spinning and like your head stops pounding, you can hear Victor's voice ringing through the halls. What do you do?
Oh, Milia, you're so beautiful. She'll get to her feet.
Yes.
Realize where she is. Run past Milia. Give her a peck on the cheek. And keep going.
Okay, so 15 feet if you got to stand up.
Yeah, so that's my full movement.
Yes.
I still have an action and a bonus action.
You do. Well, as you do that and you get to what is effectively another T-junction, you see some kind of pens in front of you with some swarmers, and you see Victor just like stood off to the right, like his rifle's on the floor, and he's just looking around a bit confused and dazed. Victor? Oh, thank God you're all right.
I will hold my action, hold the bow. Victor, don't move! I shoot you. You've done
What?
enough harm already.
What's happening? Have you been shot?
You shot me, you asshole! That's my turn.
Comstock. You can hear lots of commotion.
From whereabouts?
You have a feeling if you carry on,
Yeah.
the sound's coming from ahead.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There. Okay. So in that case, I'm going to dash at 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Oh my god, it's not enough to get there.
Okay. So as you come racing round the tunnel, you can see Frinka like with a bow aimed at Victor. Victor just standing looking confused, and he's just like, oh, like why is everyone shouting?
It's just not enough room to do what I want to do.
Just wanted to smack him in the face.
Oh, no, just get close enough to him to basically take the gun away, and maybe restrain him if needs be. Because
if it helps, I was sort of planning to go for the gun on my turn, which is coming straight up after yours, and I can definitely get there.
Sure. My boots are vertical jumping, not like horizontal jumping.
They increase your jump, but you can't jump further than you.
Yeah, I
can
can't jump further than my movement. Yeah, I remember reading that in the rules. Okay. So yeah, in that case, let's go for a more diplomatic approach. Comstock raises his hands like, Victor, everyone stay calm. Victor, we know how to deal with Yakov, but you have to. But you
found
have.
Yakov?
We have, but you have to trust me, and everything that happens after. I need you to kick the weapon away and come closer to me, okay? And he drops the torch on the floor, so he has his shield hand and a free hand. It's just like, kick the gun away and come to me.
Okay.
Everyone just make ready in case.
In case of what?
Just trust me, Victor. Trust me.
Okay. Triadia.
I'm gonna make my way cautiously to the gun and pick it up.
Let her take it,
I'm
Victor.
gonna move cautiously, but if he makes any move towards the gun, then I want to dash and try and grab it.
Okay. So as you move forward, Victor. Oh, there's a wolf.
Just let the wolf take your gun.
Okay.
Just how unreal this sounds. Let the wolf take your gun.
Let the wolf take your gun. Just
so,
playing fetch.
Triadia, as you approach, what's your disposition? Are you angry? Are you angry pup or calm pup?
I am ears flat against the head, but not growling, just not taking my eyes off of Victor Yakov as I move sort of towards him in sort of like a defensive stance, so ready to sort of pounce if there's anything that if he makes a move, basically.
Okay. As you approach, Victor looks to you, his eyes wide, and he just he's tense because a wolf is approaching him, but he looks down at the rifle for a moment and then takes a step back.
Okay. I'm going to take it and then use the last of my movement to sort of move backwards, but again, not taking my eyes off of him. I'm not turning around.
Okay. So, you kind of swipe the gun to the side, and Victor kind of looks to you all and, can someone please tell me what is happening? Anything else, Triadia?
I'm gonna bite down on the gun. I'm gonna bite down and see if I can break it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Roll
because
to
I don't
hit.
trust him enough that yeah, I'm doing it. 16 to hit the gun.
Unfortunately, iron and/or steel has an AC of 19. I've just checked.
Oh.
So you.
Bit the metal bit.
It's just a chew toy now.
What the?
For all
My
the
little
world
tail's
spirit,
wagging. I'm having a great time.
just trust me. By all the world spirits, just for God's sakes, trust me.
We will pseudo drop out of combat. Galena, what do you do?
Okay. I'm not pointing my crossbow directly at Victor, but I am reloading it as I approach him.
Yeah.
As I'm walking to him, I'm holding a hand up and just saying, Victor, you've been under a magical compulsion. You remember, like in the forest? You've been you've been dangerous. So we need to make sure you're safe, okay?
The Laravar looks to you confused and what? And he clearly has no idea. What do you mean? Have I been since the forest, the crystal forest?
It's the same kind of effect. A lot has happened.
Hold up! Laravar, he rolled a 1.
Oh,
Oh
He
no!
Oh!
Hashtag Laravar.
hashtag Lorvar.
No!
Hashtag.
No!
Oh my god!
Oh,
The Victor
Victor.
abilities
the
remain.
shrooms finally kick in.
Oh.
Zip. Galena, as you say this, Victor turns his head to look at you, his brows furrowed. And you see him start to stare off into the middle distance. And then his attention snaps back and he looks to you and his eyes open wide. And his shoulders drop as he slumps slightly. What have I done? He says, and his eyes look desperate. And as he falls to one knee, what did I do? He says.
Are we out of turn order now? Or are we still in turn order?
Still sort of in turn order.
Okay.
Galena, is there what do you respond?
Probably. Oh, but how do we respond to this boy? A lot of pretty bad things, Victor. We're gonna need to talk.
Oh, by the spirits. Milia.
This is. Oh, if I'm gonna say one more thing as
Yeah.
well, I'll say, yeah. I'll gesture to the wolf and say, "This is Dryadia. She's okay, but we need to talk.
You mean Addy?
It's complicated."
Milia, what do you do?
I am walking up because I've been hearing voices now, and I just have a flare ready to go in my hand.
Okay. You see Victor, on one knee, one hand against the table type shelves behind him. Sorry, one hand on the metal pipe to his right. And he's just he's looking. You notice his attention's caught on the snarling wolf that's currently chewing on his rifle. And he looks anguished. Milia, you're all right.
Frinka almost wasn't. When you shot her?
And he looks to Frinka and he immediately sees the the scorch wound on her, and what? And he looks to he looks to his rifle and he realizes from his intimate knowledge of the rifle that it has been fired multiple times. But I'm sorry, I do not remember.
Okay to let
That's
it
it.
go, Milia.
Frinka.
I'm not doing anything else.
Victor, you know, it's really time you went to a retirement home. You're going crazy, man. Like, I know you like to be a hunter and all that, but to be honest, you're not that good of a hunter. I'm way better than you.
Victor looks to you and, like, his eyebrows are raised, and he turns to look to Comstock.
Comstock looks around as he slowly approaches, stows his shield, takes his helmet off, and Milia, would you mind holding this? Thank you. And he looks to all of you as like, please, just trust me for the moment. It may seem strange, but please trust me.
You're gonna kiss.
Yes.
You see Victor kind of like he jumps and jerks at the sounds of the crystalline creatures, sort of like every so often slamming against the glass doors and kind of chattering.
Comstock draws his sword.
Victor tenses.
Victor, you tasked me with helping you get rid of Yakov. There's a dangerous man.
Getting rid of Yakov.
Yakov is inside you. Yakov is a part of you.
He's inside me?
Victor, I'm about to kill a dangerous man. Comstock swings his sword up, and as he starts bringing it in quickly, obviously hoping that Victor stops inches from him, turns the sword to the flat, and then slaps him on the side of the cheek with a flat of his blade. Pulls the sword back, stows it. We all saw it. I just killed a very dangerous man. Saw that, didn't you, Victor? You saw me just kill Yakov.
Victor is scrunched up, his face like screwed into a ball, and he like slowly opens one eye to look to you and Are you crazy, man? He shouts out.
You just saw me kill Yakov, didn't you, Victor?
Anton.
To illustrate this, I'm going to drop my wild shape and sort of come into full view and look Victor in the eye. Yakov is dead, and I am alive.
Anton,
Yes.
what do you say?
Oh.
What did you see?
So in response to what Carl said,
What does Victor say?
Comstock. I see it now. I see what you mean.
Remember that.
But you can't kill Yakov Comstock. Because I am Yakov Comstock. I did the things he did. Yakov killed my wife. I killed my wife. It was me who did it, Comstock. I did it. I
You
wanted
did it.
to bring her back at all cost.
and he falls to his knees.
You are Yakov, yes. Only you can kill Yakov. I have given you the tools to do so. You just have to complete the blow in your mind. That sword is waiting to strike. Only you can make it happen. You will live with these things. You will have to live with these things. But at least you can live them as you. And you have us. Sure. You'll always have a home with us. And as long as you need someone to kill Yakov, I'll be there to do it for you. I will swing the blade, and you will complete the blow.
I'll stride forward. I'll say, "Hold on now, Comstock, hold on." And luckily because he's kneeling, it means I can grab Victor by the scruff of his coat. How long were you working for Atrach? Victor, that wasn't ever Yakov. How long were you working with Atrach? Behind our backs?
He has tricks, Atrach. He knows how to warp your mind. I lost knowledge. I weeks, months. I don't remember.
And why should I trust you now? Why shouldn't I just find one of my vials? Give you a little drink to help you sleep.
Give it to me. I will drink it.
I think you need to live with this, Victor. I know what it's like to go too far for the people you love. You get one. And then I'll just turn around and walk off into the darkness.
Galina, I don't want to live with this.
I know. None of us do. But we all have to live with something. Fix it.
Dryadia. You look down, you tower over the fallen figure of the man that betrayed you and killed your bear.
Life isn't just one track. It has many winding paths. And right now, you, Victor, are at a crossroads. Whatever comes next has to be your choice and no one else's. But I think many in this room can attest to nothing is straightforward. You took a lot from me. Listen, look at me. I'm no longer Addie. You took more from me than you can ever know.
What did I take?
But I'm still here. It's not very easy to explain, and I don't think this is the appropriate moment, but listen to me.
Yes?
I cannot forget what you did. But I am willing to try and forgive. Remember that. someone is willing to forgive you. And with that, I sort of clap him on the shoulder. And I too sort of move back.
Thank you, Adi. And I'm so sorry what I've done.
Milia.
I have nothing to say. I just watch. Because anything I could say right now would drag down the tone. So I'm gonna let the flare in my hand go out. And I'm just gonna watch.
In which case, as Victor watches the magic kind of disperse from your palm, he shifts and looks confused. There's a moment of confusion on his face as he reaches into his pocket and he produces what looks like a rough, jagged piece of stone inscribed. Sorry, he pulls a multifaceted piece of crystal ensconced in a gold ring, and inscribed in the crystal's face, the flat face, is a rune. And he looks up to you, Comstock, and the look on his face says he doesn't know what this is, but he feels it's important.
I'll take it from him.
You notice immediately that the rune on this device seems to be similar to the runes that surround these cages. You suspect it is a key. Some sort of magical activation key.
I shall hand this to Galena. On your feet, Victor.
What do you say?
You have been given a second chance. Don't blow it. Do whatever you can, every single day, to make up for it. If Dryadin needs something from you, do it without hesitation. Galena needs you to grab her any materials from the woods, you do it without hesitation. Anyone from New Prosper ask anything of you, you do it without hesitation. I will keep my eye on you. You step out of line. I will let them come for you. Every single one.
Comstock, how can I be trusted after what has happened?
I may not be a knight anymore, but I still have honor and duty. I pledge my duty to you that I will ensure if you do anything, as I've said, I'll let them come for you. I will vouch for you. Do not.
You would vouch for me?
I will vouch for you, but do not betray my trust.
Comstock, you don't know Atrach. You don't know his power. His
No.
ability to warp the mind.
What can you tell us about it?
As you ask that, and the six of you begin making your way back through the halls, through the tunnels, to the red vortex. Victor looks somewhat surprised by it as he watches you all just quite nonchalantly move through the portal. It's almost as if you're getting very used to this.
Fringus kills his gun.
Yes.
Hey, it's not bad. You know, it's something.
Well, as Frinka sort of like looks at it, like Victor catches her looking at it, and he gives her he looks down at it. It's got a couple of tooth marks in it, but he just gives you a silent nod.
It's not when you're a wolf, when you turn back into an area.
He gives you a silent nod as if to say, take it. And as you all make your way back to the entrance hall, Victor tells you Atrach has been planning this for so long. We had a kindred spirit because we had both lost our loved ones. But he is dedicated, he is devoted. Carla, Comstock Carla is his trusted bodyguard. She will do anything to protect him.
Don't worry about Carla. I'll deal with her.
He spoke about... all I know is that he's driven... He just wanted... He wanted me to keep an eye on you all. I assume... I've been thinking about it. I assume he was trying to keep an eye actually on Haladradis. She was the one he always wanted to know about. Perhaps he's scared of her. But I don't know. I'm sorry.
No time for apologies. We've said enough.
Galena, you have been given this crystal medallion carved with a rune, and with it you immediately recognize that it is in fact the last piece of the puzzle.
Suitable key.
Wonderful. As you emerge into the main hall proper, Davin calls out, "Oh!
He is under my protection, and he is my ward."
He does?
Right?
He does, says Davin, and the two goblins kind of raise their eyebrows and, well, we didn't take you for the sentimental type, Comstock.
A lot happening today, lots of emotions, lots of everything. Just take my word for it.
Okay. Galena, do you begin your work on the portal?
Yeah, I think I'm still getting some rage out of my system, so I'll take a big old slug of Galena's special drink.
Yeah.
To steady my nerves a bit.
Galena, do you also have a moment?
Not long, but sure. What's up?
I'm sorry. I saw how angry you were back there, and I know you've promised to do unspeakable things to him, but if he betrayed us, which he did, but the man was broken. I couldn't let us just kill a broken man. I had to try something. And the good news is, my oath to him is that if he does anything wrong, I will let all of you just go ham.
No, but I didn't stop because of you, Kami. You're right. He's a shell. And I'm angry with him, but I've had enough of letting anger control what I do. We just need to finish this. And, well done for speaking up. can't have been easy. I'm sure you have anger to carry too.
Yes, but for some reason it doesn't seem as strong at the moment. I feel like I have something I want to look forward to. He looks around, make sure everyone's. When this is done, do I'm not a bad cook.
Yes, we'll go on a date. Sounds good.
Thank you. Yes.
Do you want some whiskey? You're shaking a bit.
I would love some right now. Thank you.
Cool. I'll give him my flask, and then I'll head over to.
He starts drinking, and then
He's gonna regret that. He's gonna regret that in a bit. Galena doesn't do things by halves. And yeah, I'll head over to the circle and start making arrangements, getting out some powders and crystal shards and stuff.
Okay.
Knockbuck, do you want to give us a hand?
as Consort walks away, he puts a hand on Drada's shoulder. He's not going to say anything, but the gesture to say a lot.
Sure.
She nods and places her hand over his.
As you all kind of the air is tense as Galena. You hear Galena mumbling to herself as she goes about her work. And after 10 minutes or so, there is a cry of celebration from the Terran sprite as a swirling white vortex
Gotcha.
materializes at the feet of the statue of Akan. And as that happens, Nock and Bok and Davin approach. That's for us, I assume.
Yes.
For all of us.
Davin kind of nods to you, Galena, and then turns his head to look back down the hallway to Victor. Is he coming with us?
No. He'll stay here. He won't go anywhere.
That's good, because it seems that Frink has stolen his gun. Right. Shall we?
Yes.
For Addy.
Ready.
Ready.
As you say that, and you turn your heads to look at the swirling white pillar of light, a silhouette begins to emerge in it. And from it steps a knight wearing armor similar to Comstock's. Her face a jagged mess of crystalline features. And you recognize Carla without a helmet on. And as she steps from the portal and looks to you all, and her eyes finally land on you, Comstock, and the corner of her lip curls up in a snarl. We'll call it there.
Nice.
Way.
Whew.
Sweet.
Last episode. Intense.
So happy with how it turned out.
Congratulations, everyone!
So happy.
On
leveling up.
Completing episode 19.
Penultimate one?
We're in the end game now.
Oh boy.
Victor's a nice guy.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Hashtag Victor did nothing wrong. Right.
Yeah.
Let's just roll straight out with this one. So, if you enjoyed that, make sure to hit the like button and comment down below on what should it be? What should our comment of the day be?
What should Victor's punishment be when he comes back to
Death.
New
Yes.
Prospero?
Yes. How would How many hours of community service will Victor need to perform when he gets back to New Prosper?
Oh boy, that's a lot of
at-
litter picking.
D100 hours.
At least 10 hours.
I
least
think
they're
almost any amount will be a life sentence.
The 100 years?
You've got to clean up every single bit of graffiti across the whole of Bristol. Good luck.
Yeah. Amazing. So yes, make sure to comment down below on that. We do lots and lots of stuff like this. We've got D&D actual plays, we've got non-D&D actual plays, we've got Baldur's Gate 3 playthroughs, we've got other playthroughs, we've got live streams, we've got shorts. So to make sure you don't miss out on any of that, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon for notifications when we release new stuff, because it is just so free.
It is.
Yes. So, thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching and or listening. We'll see you in the final episode.
Dun, dun,
Final
dun.
countdown.
Bye.
Thanks, Dan. Bye.